Hi everyone, this is Bob from Netskope Product Marketing, and today's demo is going to focus on a use case where we have a financial services company with many employees that rely on social media to get their job done. At the same time, because of FINRA compliance guidelines, this company is at risk because of the chance that financial recommendations and guidance could be leaked via social media. In this use case, IT was forced with the decision to either block social media to address compliance concerns or to allow the use of social media to address business needs and accept the risk associated. Difficult trade-off indeed. Well, today I'd like to demonstrate for you how Netskope's unique architecture gives you the ability to safely enable cloud apps such as social media and at the same time help you be compliant. Before we jump into the demo, it is important to understand the three requirements that Netskope uniquely addresses to solve this use case. First, there is the need to provide granular visibility into unsanctioned cloud apps such as social media. Secondly, you need to have the ability to apply DLP based on the activities that are being performed in shadow IT apps like social media. Lastly, you need to provide the ability to enforce real-time policies based on activity, DLP profile, and support policy enforcement at the app category level, such as social media. Now, Netskope is the only CASB vendor that addresses these requirements. Let's jump into the demo. Here I'm logged into the Netskope console, and the first step is I want to leverage Netskope's very powerful Cloud DLP engine to create a DLP rule to look for two words, guarantee or recommend. So a very simple rule configuration, but the way that we're going to apply this rule later on is going to be where the magic takes place. Now that we have a DLP rule in place, let's leverage Netskope's contextual policy engine to build an inline policy. The first step is we're going to specify a group leveraging Netskope's integration with Active Directory, so the finance group. So we're looking for the finance organization to be a target of this policy. We'll go ahead and leave default devices and location, but on the application setting, let's choose at a category level social, which is going to cover all social media applications as part of this one policy. Let's enable DLP. And let's select that rule, FINRA compliance, that we created earlier, which again has the words guarantee or recommend in the rule. We're going to go ahead and specify all activities from a user that's going to look for that DLP rule as part of this activity. So we're going to go ahead and specify next. And then finally, the activity that we're going to take, or the action we're going to take, we can alert, we can block. We have a number of actions. We're going to go ahead and specify block as the activity. So again, we built out our policy. We're going to look for that DLP rule for all social media applications, and we're going to block that activity. And ideally,